Okay, this is it. It's the Bissell. They called them a crosswave when they first came out with these. I'll show you the price on it. And I'll show you the one thing that bothered me a little bit. It was remanufactured. I'm not sure what remanufacture means. I take it it's somebody returned it or they broke something during transit, whatever. But anyway, whatever it is, I'm going to open this up. I'm going to use this video, the documentation, so if it's something inside of it's broken, I can take it back. So it's not just for the video. But I thought you'd be interested, seeing as how Ollie's is becoming what Big Lots used to be. So I find myself going in there more often. You find a lot of odd things, but I got a feeling I bought see that carpet over there underneath my chairs? I bought that at Ollie's. That was one of the first things I bought there. I'm going to use this as an unboxing video. I wanted it because I do these hard floors. These are very early, what did they used to call them? Laminate floors. So they're you can't mop them. If you get them wet and you don't get the wetness up right away, they will buckle up. And I've got a couple places where we had a leak in the sink. Actually, the sink wasn't leaking. It was something under the sink. Something spilled and nobody noticed it, myself included. And anyway, it bubbled up the floor a little bit. I took care of that by covering it up with a throw rug. I have a throw rug there anyway. Hopefully it's not sopping wet. So I've been doing these floors by hand. What I do is just use a spray bottle and spray a little tiny bit of cleaner on it and mop it with a mop. Not a mop, but a dry mop. Kind of like, anyway, I just use a towel and then dry it up real quick with a towel. And that's worked out real well for me. This floor is about, I don't know, I'm over 10 years old. Except for the spots where we got a leak and I didn't know it, it's almost like brand new. So it takes wear well. It just can't handle water. So I wanted something that it's starting to make me tired, really, really, really worn out if I mop these floors by hand. It's a 2 or 3 hour job since I got my kitchen, my living room, and my bedroom all in that. And then when I'm doing it, I also mop the bathrooms and anything with a hard floor, not hardwood. But these are the ones I worry about because I can't let them get wet. I can't let any water sit on them. Even if you drop an ice cube in it, you don't notice it, it'll make a spot. So you got to be real careful with it. A couple years ago, my age starting to show, and it was really wearing me out. And I've still been fighting with it. And I looked these up when they were fairly new a few years ago, and I thought it'd be a good way for me to stop mopping the floors. Shocked to see it. Handle. got a kind of a combination mop, and if you look real in there, there's little tiny red bristles. I vacuum these hard floors with a small vacuum that's got a, so I'm not too worried about the bristles scratching this. Like I say, this flooring is really hard, but it can't handle standing water. And I can't buy it anymore because they quit making it. Another oddball thing about it, which is kind of nice, it's got a ball that turns it, so you don't have to keep moving your arm back and forth. It turns it. Looks like it's got a nice long cord on it. First thing I'm going to do is plug it in and see if it even runs. Remember, 3-man. Prong for safety. Yeah, I know, I should read the directions first, but I'm just anxious to see if it'll even run. It's got 2 buttons here. One of them is, let me show you. You see that? So the top one says brush, and the bottom one says hard floor. Okay, so it seems to run, but the brush seems to run on, I don't know, the brush seems to run all the time. And it latches up. That's good. So I'm going to go ahead and read the directions and then I'll get back to you. Okay, this is interesting to me. So, see, one says rug and one says hard. If you start this up and pull this trigger right here underneath, whoops, see the trigger? Then it will dispense twice as much solution using this one as it does hardwood. If you pull the button, if you don't hit this right here, this trigger, then it's just a vacuum cleaner, okay? It's a vacuum cleaner with a brush. But if you pull the trigger, no matter which one of these buttons you push, it's going to dispense a little bit of fluid if there's anything in your bottle. That bottle right there. So, the point is, this is basically a lot of water or very little water. Got it? I'll do a very small spot. Probably I'll do a floor that's not this wooden looking stuff. Because this, like I say, it can't handle a lot of water. But the floors out there in my entry back door, that can handle almost any water. It's almost like a swimming pool if you want. So, that's the deal. I'll go back to reading some more. Well, this carpet has been here about 2 years and never been shampooed because I didn't have a shampooer. So what I've done is vacuumed underneath it, vacuumed all around, and I flip-flopped it a 180. So it would wear out this side and this end rather than, anyway, yeah. Now I'm going to run this new shampooer. Gives me more water. When it says hard floor, gives me less. I'm probably going to do this floor with less. This carpet's not that dirty. Plus I don't want to get it sopping wet and let it soak through into the floor underneath. So that's my plan anyway. Okay, it took about half of that bottle that they gave me. Let me get it out of the sun so you can see. Anyway, it's got it all marked off here for you. Now I'm going to try to put it in here without dribbling it all over everything. I want to hurry up and try this out because I just bought it. I still have the receipt. Now, okay, that was pretty effortless. And if you think it's not doing anything, I did the whole house, pre-vacuumed, and that is what I got out of here. That is gross. Yeah. Look at that. I don't have any pets in the house. No, I don't. Look at that. That is gross. You can see this comes apart. This thing turned off right at the end, just as I was getting done. It said, okay, you gotta clean me. That's the filter, pre-filter, whatever. Post-filter. It's a lot of carpet fuzz, I guess you'd call it.